Live. Okay, let me see where we're at here. Two. All right, where are we at here? Okay. My pop-up chart. Okay, we're trying to find everything here. Storage chat. Yard. Pop-up chat. There we go. Think we got it. We're going to let this go for a couple minutes here. See if anybody joins us. I'm going to put a link in the side chat. Anyone who wants to join in, there's a link so you can come. Can anybody hear me? Is there anybody out there yet? All right, we're just going to sit here and wait for a minute. See if anybody jumps in. Okay. Get a hat on, cut some of this glare down. Testing, test, do. Okay, well, I'll just go ahead and start rambling off for the time being until somebody comes in here, or if they don't. I assume it says we're live, so I'm going to make that assumption. It's been storming here all day. It started at 6:30 this morning, and it's been lightning and thunder, and I wanted to get out back and do a little shooting today, but that ain't going to happen unless it clears up, which it's supposed to, but then it's supposed to come back in, so it is very hard to say what it's going to do. I've got a couple invites out there. Hopefully somebody will slide in here in a minute. If not, it'll be a short chat. I wish if somebody's out there, if they could just put a comment up there, I'd appreciate it. Keith Gregory, thank you so much. I appreciate that. That way I know I ain't just sitting here blabbing to myself. But I'm going to send out another link here. See if OTR's out there. So how you been, Keith? 12:13. Is it that late already? I thought it was earlier than that. Well, yeah, as I was saying there, strictly been raining. Yeah, we're doing pretty good, Keith. I mean, got bandages all over me. I had skin cancer here about 5 years ago. I had to go to dermatologist Tuesday, I guess. He froze a precancerous off on my nose, and I'm all backwards here. On my left temple, and took off this one down here. He sort of suspects that one, so you're doing a biopsy on that one. But it's called old age, I guess. Is it raining there where you're at? Because it has been raining here pretty much all day. It's finally clearing up a little bit. Just heard the air conditioner cut on in the house. I'm out here in the garage, and it's kind of steamy out here, but I thought, well, ain't nothing else to do, so we'll just jump in here and see if we can get a chat going here. I don't know why I can't get the YouTube thing up here. Should be able to get that one. Go on my phone, see if I can get it on there. Yeah, I guess it's the same thing that's going on here. It looks. Well, you know, Keith, I just put up a short this morning on mute this thing so we don't. Well, you know, Keith, I just put up a short this morning on mute this thing so we don't. Well, you know, Keith, I picked up a We the People holster. I did a short video on it this morning. Come in, and so I'm going to try that for a while, see how it fits before I do a complete review on it. But it's for the ZP-07 is what I'm carrying right now. I'm keeping my I'll keep my shield for like when I go to work. It's more easily concealed. I'm supposed to have it at work, but I carry it every day anyway, whether they like it or not. They ain't never caught me with it, so what are they gonna do? Fire me? But yeah, we wish we could show this stuff on YouTube stuff anymore. I mean, show it here, but if it gets over on YouTube, they're just gonna can it or whatever they're gonna do with it. But I probably shouldn't even care. But yeah, we're carrying right now we're carrying the P07. On my days off, I'll be carrying that, and in the evening, and the days I work, I'll carry the shield. And that's just because I want to give this holster. Matter of fact, I can show you. I think I can show you the holster. I just can't show you the firearm. Like I said, there's YouTube so messed up anymore. It don't really matter, I guess. But yeah, it's We the People holster. It's got your what do you call them things? Yeah. I don't know if I like that or wing. Nah, that ain't. Whatever they call it anyway. But yeah, I decided to get one a little bit more patriotic. I never had one like it, and it looked like it. And Matt from Resist Tyranny had a video up. It was back around the 4th of July where they was giving 25% off. So I ordered it back then. I got it last week, I believe. I got a t-shirt, and I still can't remember what they call that. Wedge? Does that sound right? Either way. Anyhow. But yeah, picked that up. I just got that on. Just put it on today. As a matter of fact, today's the first day I put it on. So I did a little bit of an unboxing, but I'm just going to wait till I do wear it enough to do the review on it. But it looks like pretty good quality made. Hey, Jerry Bear, how you doing? I've got a link in here at the top, guys. If any of you, one of you guys want to just jump in here and spout for a little bit. Oh, boy, we got somebody down here waiting. Okay. All right, add to stream. There he is. Sorry about that,
Hey,
Dan. I'm
that's all
sitting here
right.
rambling on, talking to the guys out there, and didn't even see you down there.
No, that's all right. How you doing?
Man, it's been raining here all day. It started about 6:30 this morning, lightning and thundering and pouring, and it's finally let up a little bit. I wanted to get out back and do some shooting today, but that ain't going to happen, I don't think.
Mm.
Yeah.
I was at the range yesterday, and the owner of the property that I go to down here, he told me, he said, be careful, use some bug spray because the mosquitoes are out there like I've never seen before. And I was like, oh, no issue. I went out there, and the amount of mosquitoes that were just literally attacking me the entire time was outrageous. And it wasn't until I started shooting where some of them backed off. But even on the drive home, my vehicle was filled with mosquitoes just from opening the door and the hatch of my truck. So, yeah, the environment definitely makes a difference. There's no doubt about that.
Well, we up here, mosquitoes aren't too bad around here, but ticks are something fierce up here. I've had, me and the last time Jordan was up here, Ben Freedom, he had one on him. I had one on me, just up there where we normally shoot up on the top of the hill there.
Yeah.
And I've had 3 of them on in the house, and I've caught them in time.
What do they do?
Oh, they bite right into you. They just bury right into you, and they carry Lyme disease and stuff like that.
Ooh.
Rocky Mountain fever and all that stuff. Well, about a month ago, I was walking by the wife, and she had something embedded in her collar here. So what's that? She said, "Oh, it's a mold." I said, "That ain't no mold." So I got a pair of tweezers and pulled it out, and I mean, it was embedded in. I literally, when I pulled it up, it pulled the skin up before it popped him out because her head buried in there. You got to get that head out. You don't want to leave it in there.
Wow.
Ironically, she had a doctor's appointment. I forget what day it was anyway, but she had a doctor's appointment, but they give her an antibiotic just for a precautionary type. Well, when I was last week ago, Friday or Saturday, I was getting ready for bed. My wife says, "What's that on your back?" I had one embedded in my back right up here below my shoulder.
Really?
So she got that one out. And when I was at the dermatologist here Tuesday, he gave me some antibiotic. It's just the one dose, 2 antibiotic tablets, just one dose, just to try to keep the infection down. Yeah, ticks or something fierce up here. You got to spray your pant legs and everything when you get out over in this area anyway. And like I said, me and Jordan.
Yeah, I've never dealt with them. I've been up there for 20 years. I've never dealt with them. And
we got them out here. Last year, we didn't have that big a problem. But they just jump off the dog because, she takes a pill every month. Even the groomer said that it must be working because it kills them. But maybe she's bringing them in the house. We're checking her every time, taking a brush and trying to brush her a little bit because they'll just jump off of her. And, of course, now they're going to find their next available meal.
Yeah.
And me, they got a big meal.
All right. So what else are we talking about? I heard you talking about your P07.
Yeah, I just went to the care. Like I was telling Keith, he was asking me, I put that a short up today. I just got a We the People holster. You seen them holsters?
Never in person.
Yeah, it's a bear to get out this clip. I mean, this sucker bites right into you.
Yes, I've seen those on Instagram and other places. What's the idea of that arm hanging off? Is that another?
It's supposed to let it pull it into you. Pull it into you so it's tighter to your body.
Does it work?
I don't know. It's the first time I've had one on. But like I was telling Keith, I'm going to start going to this for my carry gun when I'm not at work. I'm going to still keep my shield for work. So, because it's more easier to conceal.
Yeah.
But I got the P07, and of course I put those Talon grips on it. I really like the feel of it. Yeah, I did a short on it this morning, and I just put a short out on the T-shirt I got with it too. Nice T-shirt. I really like it. It's centered here a little bit better.
Cool.
See what I've got.
I'll just go into your chat.
Yeah. Yeah, surprisingly, mosquitoes aren't. Now, me and the wife sat out on the deck in the evening, and about 8:30 they start. And of course, we come on in the house before they really start. But I've been mowing and everything, and they don't bother me because I mow that path, there at the back toward the range there. They don't bother me a bit. Ben, good to see you. I haven't seen anything on you in a long time. But yeah, ticks are, like I said, me and Jordan was up there, and I had one crawling. He didn't embed into me, so I kicked him off. And of course, it ain't that weedy up there. Why it's like that, I don't know.
Maybe just stay down instead of going up
see
there.
Well, the only thing I can think of is maybe when I put the targets into the berm there, it's a little bit higher there. They might have been in there and jumped on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, before Jordan left, me and him lifted our shirts up to check our backs, see if we had anything on us. But
well, there's typically enough space in that area. Just at least for the rest of this summer, I would just avoid going up there. Why bother?
I like it up there because nobody really comes up there.
That's true.
That way you ain't got some of them knuckleheads trying to shoot behind you. Some of them people I just don't trust up there,
Yeah. Yeah. It is. It's more private. It's actually better for video because you're further away from other people shooting. So, yeah, it is nice up there. I enjoyed it when you and I were up there last time.
Oh, yeah. Of course, we use that other bank instead of the one that we normally use. Keith's got a question. Don, I have a question for you. What are your thoughts on the Glock 42 for EDC? Have you ever? Keith, I never have, but I've talked to some people and seen videos on it where a lot of people carry it. Dan might have a little bit more input on that's the 380, right? The 42? That's 380, right?
Yeah. Yeah. There's certainly nothing wrong with it. It's ever since Ruger came out with the LCP Max, there's not a great size difference, and you're getting 10 or 12 rounds. And in my eyes, as it sits compared to the other real small 380s, the Glock 42 is one of the larger ones. So if you measure that up with a LCP, the original LCP2, you will see that the LCP2 is much smaller. Now, if Keith is looking to pocket carry, you're looking at about $150 to $200 more for the pistol, and you're looking at a bigger gun. Now, if he's a Glock guy, then yeah, absolutely. But if he's just looking for a small 380, I'd go with the LCP Max. It's already dropping in price. People have told me that I think the MSRP is around $450. People were telling me they were getting it for right around $325 already. And that's one of the things that Ruger does, is that they announce a gun, they get it out there immediately. So by the time the reviews go up, it's a day or two away from the local gun store. And then the price usually decreases soon after that. So that's just my 2 cents. I've shot the Glock 42. It was fine. It carries fine. It just depends if you want, or if you have big monster hands, then and you want to stick with the 380, that would be a good choice.
I know Pop's Quest was carrying the 42 there for a while when it first came out. I don't know if he still does or not, but no, Keith, I don't. If I've shot it, it had to be Dan's, and I don't remember shooting one of them.
I never owned one.
Okay, I shot 43. I know that, but I don't remember ever shooting a 42.
Yeah,
that's the nice thing about Dan, me being local. I get to shoot a lot of guns that I don't have and get a shot at it. Dan's a man. But Bear, Southeast Michigan, the mosquitoes are really bad. Ah, well, that's where you're at down in there. The area is somewhere down in there anyway, Dan.
Yeah. Yep.
And I think that range is down in that area, southeast part, ain't it?
Yeah. Well, that range is in Newport, which is in Monroe County.
But yeah, I was thumbing through the shorts, and I went into my on the app on the phone. What do you call that thing? Anyway, I went down to shorts, and I was just scrolling down, looking at some of the short. I never got notified of your shorts on the Texas Star, but I just kept strolling. I thought, well, I'm just going to keep on. So, and there it was, showed you shooting Shadow 2.
You know I'm just learning about shorts, and what I've learned is that they start out very slow as far as views go. Because I thought, mine's 28 seconds long. I figured this might get a lot of views because even if it's horrible, people are not wasting a lot of time on it. It's a short.
Right.
And so what do you have to lose by watching 10 seconds and then clicking off if you don't like it? But what happened was the view count was very low, like very, very low. But what I learned is that it does not go out to all of your subscribers, and that typically it takes a couple weeks before it gets into that area where it's reaching the mass amounts of people who look at the shorts. So it was interesting because even now I'm showing, how they rank your videos for you as far as your views go. That's like way down at the bottom, which is fine, but it wasn't what I expected. I expected a pretty good performance out of it.
I think you had about 77 views on it when I seen it.
2,500.
Okay, I was looking at something else.
Yeah, 2,500 on that one.
Well, it's like the one I put up on the holster this morning. I've got 20 views on it. 3 on the T-shirt I just put up.
Yeah, it's when you and I spoke on the phone, I went and looked at some of your shorts, and it seemed as if it took a couple weeks before a couple of yours really took off. And I guess that's the deal. Not that taking off or potentially viral is the goal, although anybody who makes videos would like that. The idea is to reach new people. And I'm told that is a great way to do it. Right now, we're just reaching our subscribers and anybody who shares the video. Here, you're reaching many people who take into that short thing, much like Instagram Reels. If I start watching Instagram Reels, I just keep flipping and flipping and flipping. I could be there for 40 minutes just watching these stupid Reels.
Yeah.
And at the end, I end up remembering nothing, maybe a few laughs here or there, but it's just mind-numbing entertainment.
Yeah. At the end, I don't.
Oh, was that me?
No, it's me. I just put the chat up on my phone there so I could the YouTube chat.
Yeah, so it's going to take a little while for anybody, I'm told. But actually, when they do take off, I've seen some that like really took off, like millions, and they hit a niche.
I've got a couple in that 700 and 800 range, which is good for me. If I get that kind of views on anything.
When I looked at yours, you had one in the 900s.
Okay, it's probably got. Which one is it? Do you remember?
No.
Yeah, you just don't know what they're going to do.
But I was actually nervous because I completed that Texas Star, which I haven't done before. Not completed. I never even tried it at Harley's place. And the first time it took 8 tries. The second time it took about the same. I can't remember. And then I had 5 rounds left. Actually, I was packed up and ready to leave his house. And I said, hey, there's that Texas Star. I never tried one of those. You mind if I load up and try it? He goes, yeah, let's go. So it's in the back of his range. You walk back there. And I said, okay, what's the strategy here? He said, hit the top one first and then go from there. I said, okay. And so I did it twice, and it took me 8 or 9 rounds. And then the third time I had 5 rounds left. And I'm like, well, I have 5 rounds here. Let's just try it. If you could record me, maybe I can make a short out of this. And then I happened to hit all 5. And I was like, at the end, I was like, are you serious? Because for Harley, he hits all 5 every time. Like it's nothing. Like as if the targets are as large as a gong. He can hit all 5.
Right.
For me to do it, and that was my 3rd time, I was pretty happy. And so that's how I figured it would make a pretty cool short. Why not?
I've always thought about getting one, but man, them things are not cheap for that Texas Star.
They're not. They're
like
not.
$300 to $500. The ones I've seen, you know. I know
Yeah.
Pop Quist has got one. He's got on his range out there.
Those plates are 6 inches, so you have to make a nice shot. And it's really cool how I've never shot one. I've never seen one live. I never did anything with that, but I've always thought it would be cool to do it. And the way you put the plates back in was really neat, you know. And Harley's range is just phenomenal. And so when you go there, it's a treat because there's just so much you could do. You know, he's got the racks, he's got the 25 yards, he's got the 50 yards, which I'm not interested in shooting a handgun in 50 yards, but he does, and he does a good job with it. But he also has the Texas Star, and so that would be something cool. Not something you want to move around a lot. You want to keep it right where it's at because it's heavy.
Yeah, I've always wanted one, but maybe one of these days I get rich and famous, hit the lottery or something. But they're a challenge because if you get a couple going, you get that thing swinging and you're missing and not hitting, and you got to start chasing that thing, you know, and that really makes a difference.
Well, there's actually a strategy. There's actually a strategy to it,
right?
And as far as I know, is your strategy is to hit the top one and then get the one after that, and then as soon as they slow down, pop it, and then just follow it. It slows down a bit, or if you think you can hit it moving, just bam. And literally the whole thing from beginning to end, if you end up getting all of them, including missed shots, you're looking at, I would guess, between 5 and 8 seconds. Because what happens is you miss, and then you're still on target, so you end up firing again really quickly because you think you're right there, you know, and it's only a 6-inch plate. So yeah, those are really neat. That is really something.
Yeah, Harley just texted me when I sent him a invite. He said when, I put now, so he may be sliding in here any minute.
Oh, okay, good. I was also going to say, you said 300-400. I've seen them for 500, 600, 700.
Oh yeah, it's all you want to spend. Yeah, I've seen different prices on it.
Right.
Seems like where I looked, it was like, I want to say 3 to 5, but it might have been more than that, Dan.
Yeah,
it's been so long since I seen it.
If we can find one for 300, I'll split it with you, and we'll put it right in your backyard.
Yeah,
and be done with it. You can shoot it all you want, and I can shoot it on occasion. Because I would like to practice that more. That was actually, it's sort of like, you know, when you find something new and it's different, and you say, you know what, I could grow into this skill. That's how I felt. I'm like, I think I could grow into this skill and eventually be pretty good. And then, you know, Harley was shooting it at 50 yards.
Oh yeah, I've seen him do it.
Right, the Texas Star at 6 inches.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, who does that?
Shot. Yeah.
And as it's moving, he was getting frustrated because he wasn't tagging all 6 or all 5 with 5 or 6 shots. And I was like, he hit the first one, And I was like, if he clears this, because this was right after I did it, and I'm here, I'm feeling all proud of myself, and he's at 50 yards. I was at 10. He was at 50 yards.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal shot. I know. I had the shakes this morning. I'm doing that video for the holster. I'm trying to hold it in this hand, holding the camera for the short. In the video, you can actually see my hand. I get these shakes in my hand, man. That's something awful, boy. I don't know what it is, but and sometimes I can't even hardly pick up a piece of paper. Sometimes I even eat with a spoon. Really, I get shaking so bad. I get fork and thing. Just heck with it. But it is what it is, you know.
Yeah.
I guess noontime's not a good time to have a chat on a Saturday. I thought maybe more people would be rained out or something, but that's all right. They can watch it later if they want to watch it.
Well, summertime in general is not that great.
Yeah.
And you know what I think would be a good time? Sunday evening around 9:00.
Well, Crazy Scotsman has his chat on Sunday evenings at 6:00. And sometimes they go for 2, 3, 4 hours, you know. So that's why I've never tried one on a Sunday night.
Well, but do you join his?
No, but I watch it. That late at night, I usually watch most of my stuff first thing in the morning when I get up.
Yeah.
I just don't want to have a chat going on the same time he is, you know, because.
Yeah, you want to be respectful of the people you know and respect. I completely get that. But if you can do it at 9:00, that's actually, Sunday, people are gearing up for the weekend. The kids go to bed and they hit the computer and try to see all the stuff that they missed. I love putting a video up on Sunday evening.
I'm usually in bed about 9:30. I watch a couple of videos, get sleepy, and I'm gone. Of course, I get up at anywhere from 1 to 3 o'clock in the morning, regardless. Yeah. Like I was watching that opening ceremonies of the Olympics last night, and it was after 10 o'clock. Marla said, "You still awake?" I said, "Yeah, I'm waiting for the U.S., but I couldn't wait any longer. My eyes was getting heavy. So I turned it off, went in there, and I forget. I think I watched your video. I'm not sure. And 3 o'clock this morning, I'm wide awake. Got up. No matter what time I go to bed, between 1 and 3. Hey, Fuzz, how you doing? Yeah, it's just instilled in me to get up that early. So I can go to bed at midnight. I'm still going to get up between 1 and 3. I usually can't make it till midnight because I fall asleep in the chair. Fuzz Fork 8. Yeah, Ben, you're in UK, aren't you? I remember that now.
It's tea time in the UK. See, I'm able to go back and forth and see. This StreamYard puts out a nice picture.
Yeah, StreamYard's pretty. Sutton Days. Hi, Lisa. How are you doing? Yeah, it's raining. Been raining all day over here in Iosco County also. Sutton Days, if any of you like homesteading videos, go over and check that lady out. She's got great stuff, canning and all that good stuff. Yeah, StreamYard's pretty nice. I don't pay for it. They got some where you can pay for it. You can add a little bit of nuts and bolts to it, but I don't need all that crap.
How hard is that to link to your channel so that it runs live on YouTube? Or does that...
It just asks you at the top, if you want to link it to anything.
Oh, gotcha.
I just click on the YouTube channel and it goes over there.
Oh, okay.
That way when it's off of here, because it don't save it on StreamYard, it saves it on YouTube.
Oh, gotcha.
I had to see the dermatologist there Tuesday. Lisa took off a pre-cancer on my nose and my temple and did a biopsy underneath my jaw. Yeah, actually, she says StreamYard is awesome and super easy to use. She has a chat on Monday nights at 7:30, I think. And do you remember Mouse Toes that was on our chat that one time? Linda from South Carolina, when we had that chat.
Oh, you're talking years ago now.
Yeah, 3, 4, 5 years ago. It was a long time ago. Anyway, Mouse Toes was on. Her and Mouse Toes was on. Had to chat Monday night.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And she's that little Southern gal down in South Carolina. Had that Southern draw and said, somebody tries to steal my stuff, they're going to get shot.
I kind of remember that.
Oh, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
Loving Grandpa, how you doing?
Back in the day, didn't you do this like every other week?
Yeah, when I was having my chats every Thursday night.
Yeah.
Or not every other Thursday night.
Right.
I don't know. I might start having them again once in a while. I think the last one I had was on a Sunday. Harley was in. Him and TR joined me on it. God, that's been 2, 3, 4 months ago, though.
How's TR been? I haven't seen much of him. He put up a Let Freedom Ring video, but he's been staying kind of quiet as far as I've seen.
Well, he's working. He works nights now. He's got that girlfriend, and you know how that goes.
Yeah.
Love wins out.
Yeah, that's true.
But no, he's been working. I know he got that new job, and he's been working nights. And he did a video just the other day. I can't remember what it was about.
Oh, I remember. It was our basically the younger generation's going to doom us.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not wrong. He is not wrong. You know, speaking of that, I just want to make a point here. You know, I remember growing up, and when the Olympics were on, that was a time for the entire country to unite, put all political preferences and ideas and everything aside. And during that 4 days, we were all Americans. We had the USA thing, and it was really exciting when an American got the gold. And we kept tallies, and we would be intimately involved in the Olympics. And the athletes were patriotic. They were proud to be there. It was an incredible moment. I can't get behind some of these people now.
No.
I cannot. It's an embarrassment from where it was to what it has become. Now, I have to believe the vast majority are honored to be there and represent the country. But when I see some of these people try to take the little petty little things that are bothering them on our homeland and try to make a political statement, is nothing less than embarrassing. And they're an embarrassment to our other athletes who are trying to actually do well without all that nonsense. You know, you can't tell me each and every athlete there from all throughout the countries have things going on in their homeland that's not bothering them. Everybody has that. But to use a platform like the Olympics, when we should be uniting, to use that to divide and take some stance because of some bull crap, I don't even care. I'm just, and I feel bad because there are a lot of athletes there who do not do that, but they don't get the proper amount of attention.
Right. Well, I was watching Neil Cavuto before I come out here, and he had, I can't remember the guy's name, but he's a 10-time gold medalist in swimming. It wasn't Phelps. It's another guy.
Okay.
And they was talking about this. He said, I fully understand their freedom of speech. You know, whether they want to kneel, turn their back. He says, but during the Olympics is not the time to do it.
Right. When
he said, supposed to be honor your country, you know,
and be proud. Well, the each and every one of those athletes had their training paid for them by the Olympic Committee, their travel, their food, their residence, everything is paid for them by the Olympic Committee, which ultimately I believe is public funded. Okay, comes out of our tax dollars, and they're using that as a platform to turn their back on the flag. I agree with Cavuto. That's a horrible platform. The world is watching. The world already knows of some of the things going on here. We know of things going on in other countries. I don't see other people from these other countries doing that. But the Americans do their best to embarrass the other athletes who are proud to be there, who have worked their tails off to be there. It's an embarrassment, and it upsets me that some of these clowns are the ones getting all the attention when you have so many others who have dedicated themselves for years and years and years with the dream of just competing in the Olympics. They realize that dream and they get no attention because some idiot turns their back on the flag or has something negative to say about the United States. And to me, that's an embarrassment. And I would like to see discipline on these people. If you're going to represent this country and you're going to act that way after everything that this country has afforded you, then goodbye. You know what? We'll get somebody in here who actually wants to be here and watch things change.
Oh, I agree. But the other day when it was on Facebook, when the U.S. lost to Sweden a couple nights ago in round one, the people was just hooting and hollering, just glad that the U.S. lost because they all did the kneeling BS, you know. And
Are you talking basketball?
That hurts that the American people. But I was agreed with them. You know, good for them.
Are you talking basketball?
No, the soccer. Women's soccer lost the first round to Sweden the other night. I guess some of the games started before the opening ceremonies.
Oh, well, if I recall, the last Olympics when the women's soccer won gold, they were an embarrassment.
And, well, that one girl especially was.
Oh yeah, she was.
Now she's one of the top girls for Subway. She's one of their leading clients.
Yeah, well, Subway has a track record. If you look at Jared, at picking probably the bottom of the barrel for their spokespeople.
Right.
So, anyways, I just wanted to go
Keith,
off.
It wasn't Mark. No, it's okay. It wasn't Mark Spitz. I know who Mark Spitz is. This was a sort of a stocky. Well, he looked like he's pretty muscular, which he would be, but he was light hair. I guess he won his 10 medals in over 3 Olympics, but he's really. I know it wasn't Mark Spitz. Mark Spitz was way back there. Wheeled and well armed. There's a good channel, guys. He's physically challenged. Puts out some good stuff. He's in a wheelchair.
I like that channel name, Wheeled and Armed. That's a like a perfect channel name.
Yeah, and he's got the physically challenged logo there at the side of it.
You know, and just let me say one more thing, and then we can move on. The one girl who was expecting to do very well got caught with THC in her system.
Yeah.
Well, okay, and that's against the rules. You can't tell me that she didn't know that was against the rules.
Oh, they know it.
They knew it, but she decided to either smoke or digest marijuana. She made that decision. Then when they say, okay, well, you have THC, you're not allowed to compete. Then they start crying the blues, and you get all these people, well, that's not fair. Well, it's not fair if they allow her to compete. It's not fair to everybody else who refrained from marijuana and anything else that's illegal. If I'm on that committee, I'm like, no, these were the rules. You knew it. You either play by the rules or you don't. You didn't. Goodbye. Good luck. I'll see you in 4 years, possibly, if you could stay away from the pot. You know, and I have nothing against smoking marijuana. I don't do it. But if somebody wants to do that, hey, that's their business and not mine. But when you're representing the U.S. and there's a rule that says you can't do this, you can't do it if you want to compete. Why do we have people, including Biden, that dope? Why? Like he chimed into all that. Biden, you're the president. You should not want one of the Olympic athletes to smoke pot and then make an exception because she happens to be a good runner. That's just.
That clown ain't got a clue of what's going on.
He basically
really doesn't.
He said what's. I know, it's horrible. It's really bad.
It was like 2 weeks ago, that one in the ladies discus or shot put, I can't remember. Stocky young lady, white girl, beat her out for the gold. She just, at the presentation. She just turned her back to the presentation.
American?
Yes.
See,
She's turned her back.
Because she lost.
Well, because she's a person of color, and pretty much all of them took up the banner of Colin Kaepernick or whatever his name is.
You know, if you want to pay your own way there, and you want to pay for all the expenses, including your coaches who spend countless hours, and you're willing to do that, and you're going to pay for your food and everything else. If you're going to put forth thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, okay, fine. But if you're being paid by the Olympic Committee to represent the U.S. and you behave that way, you're an embarrassment to this country.
Absolutely. I agree. You know, it's bad enough that they want to do it here on the homeland, but it's their right to do that if that's what they want to do, you know. But to do it on a world stage, that's totally, like that guy said, he said, that's not the place to do it.
You know, I have to believe that there's a motive also, because when initially the one girl turned her back from the national anthem, you see the other two girls standing there, proud, chin up, hand over heart, honoring the national anthem, and then she's turned. Who got all the attention? Her. Who's being interviewed every chance? Her. So it's almost like Mike Tyson bites Holyfield's ear, and who gets all the attention every time he's out? Mike Tyson. And so, you know, that was a long time ago, but this is happening now. And for that period of time, she became famous because of all the attention. And, you know, of course, the media loves that. It's unbelievable. There's a last thing I'll say about attention. There's a young lady who we know personally who made it to American Idol twice. And we would watch it and try to see her, and she's an amazing singer. She was there twice. She never got on any of the side skits or anything like that. She never got that attention because she didn't get involved with the drama and the infighting and the screaming at each other and all that stuff where they have the camera crew run over there. And so we never really saw her. We saw her parents send us clips and we were able to watch and everything. But the negative attention drives overall attention, and that's what people focus in on. And I have to believe that some of these people want to be in the limelight, and that's not winning the gold. You know, if you want to be in the limelight, win.
Right.
All right. Enough of that.
That's where the prestige and the money comes from. Yeah. Stalker Steve. Good to see you, Steve. That's a fellow Michigander down there. And your neck of the woods, I think, Dan. I'm not sure. Excuse me.
Every time I do a chat, I meet these people who are local around here.
Yeah. Yeah, Stalker Steve.
I like that name, Stalker Steve.
Yeah. He does some woodworking and you know, bowls and different things and guns and a little bit of everything. Excuse me. So how do you liking that Shadow 2?
Oh, it's
Is it
great.
what you expected?
Yeah, it's exactly what I expected. Actually, that's what when you text me, that's what I'm working on. Is I shot them side by side at Harley's place, and so I am working on a comparison. But that's not going to be your average comparison. You know, you're talking about anybody could compare a Glock and an M&P, all right? But when you're talking about two guns that are top shelf, that are so different, and that's why I had to shoot them side by side. I couldn't just take old footage. Like I had to shoot them side by side. When you're looking at that, there's a lot to discuss, and so I'm going to work on that today as soon as we hang up here and try to get a portion of it done. I know I won't get it all, but it's probably going to be every bit of a 12 to 14 minute comparison because there's just so much to compare. Everything from the case that it ships in to the way it shoots to the way it looks to the way it disassembles. I mean, they are very different, but they're all, both top of the line handguns. It's incredible. It's fascinating to me, honestly.
Yeah, that's good. I know when Jordan brought Bad Billy's up last year, he brought, because Bad Billy got Pop Quest's Shadow 2. And I should have did a review on it last year. I did. We was getting late in the day, and I shot it. But that's a sweet shooting fire. Ain't no getting around it. And I'd love to have one. So like I was telling you the other night, I seen one down there at Frank's for $2,000. Oh, heck no.
Is that the orange one?
I think it was blue, Dan.
Okay.
I think it was blue. It might have been. I'm not going to say for sure, but it was $2,000.
If it was orange, then $2,000 is, I would say, average, maybe 1,800, because that has a barrel bushing and it has a extended magazine and an orange base plate, which also offers a couple more. Now, is that worth an additional $700? I don't think so.
Not to me, it ain't.
Right, but that barrel bushing keeps everything nice and tight. Now, this is tight as it is. The one I have is tight. I'm not that good where I'm going to notice a difference. I'll tell you that right now. But perhaps somebody like Pops might. I don't know, because I know he now has the orange, and plus it looks cool. The orange does pop out at you a bit. You don't see many pistols with an orange grip.
Yeah, I think the one that Bad Billy got, I think it was blue grip. I think
the one that we shot,
the one I shot last
I
year.
was there.
Oh,
yeah.
Was you there? Well, yeah, you was there. Yeah. I remember that now.
Yeah, that was a black grip.
Okay.
Yeah, that was black. Which that's a good looking grip too.
Was it the factory grips? Because I know Pops on one of his, he put lock grips on it. That might have been lock grips that was on it.
It's possible it was, but I think I recall seeing the letters Shadow 2 with a red outline going down the bottom of the grip, I think. And if that's, because mine came with a set of lock grips, and they're pinkish, but somebody gave me good advice in a comment. He said, buy this dye. You can get it at Walmart. You can buy it online, and it'll turn that pink into a dark red. But I don't think I want G10 grips on there. I have enough stuff with G10, and I love G10. I like this original Shadow. It's blue. It's cool. It's aluminum. Yeah, it gets a little warm, but everything gets warm when you shoot it. It's a gun. So that's just where I'm at with it.
Let's see what we got out here. Sucker C says, have spray paint will travel. I only charge $50. I can't picture having a set of pink grips on a gun, especially a gun of that quality.
It looks like it was faded, because as you look at it, it's a little spotty. Like, it's a little darker in some areas than others. And if it's true that it did fade, then that's not good on lock grips at all.
I didn't look at it that close. I know you showed it, but I didn't pay that much attention to it.
Yeah.
Not that I got anything against pink. I just can't picture a quality firearm having pink grips on it.
Well, I don't want to put something on that beautiful gun that's been dyed either.
Right.
What if it rains? I don't know enough about it. Could it run? Could it run onto clothes or other guns? You're talking dye. That's not like, I don't want to sandpaper something off that it's not supposed to be there. That might be an extreme example, but.
Right. I'm glad you got it. I know last week when I was talking to you about it, you was hoping you could get it. Glad you got it.
Yeah. Well, I went above. Well, what's interesting, and I'm yet to share what I traded for it, but the guy who I traded for was so happy. And I love it when it works out like that, especially when you like he was doing he was working on somebody's house, what he does for a living. And so he kept saying, you know, this job is just taking longer than expected. I don't know if we're going to be able to meet. And I'm waiting around all day long. And I said, well, where you at? I'll come to you. And he said, man, if you could come out here, I'd be so happy. So I drove about a little less than an hour to get there. And I met him, and he saw what I had. He was thrilled. I was thrilled, and it was just good all around. And I like doing a deal where there's no cash exchanged.
Right.
You know, I mean, we both agree, or maybe $100 or less, not too painful, but it really worked well. And on my trade offer, I said, the only thing I'm looking to trade for is a Shadow 2. And of course, it sat there for a couple months because nobody either wanted to trade or has a Shadow 2. And this guy says, hey, I've got a Shadow 2. It's like new. I'll trade you for that. I was like, really? It was like, I'd give it a 2% chance of working out, and it did.
There's your question, Dan.
Yes, sir. I own one, Jer Bear. I owned the PDP. I was fortunate enough to be on the launch that Walther had. If you recall, when the PDP was introduced, the YouTube videos and the print articles and everything was really flooding the market. And I was involved in that. Early on, I had a choice of the 4.5-inch barrel. They didn't have the 5-inch barrel at that time, or the 4-inch barrel. So I went with the 4-inch barrel, and I have no regrets. Although I would like the 4.5 as well, but it's a really nice pistol. The only thing I don't like about it is that it's not the pistol itself, but if you're not sure what optic you're going to do, put on it, then Walther has to send you a plate separately. And so it doesn't come with 3 or 4 plates. It gives you an option of certain optics that you can look in advance and say, okay, I've got this particular optic. I could use this plate. Now, if that changed, I'm not sure. But upon the launch, you had to state in advance, and they would send you that plate. And once people purchased it, they get it. They can't go home and put a dot on there. I have to believe that changed because it became really popular really fast. But if it didn't, then you would have to contact Walter and say, hey, here's the serial number. I just bought this. Send me this plate. So a lot of people, they get a gun. They want to hit the range, especially if you've got a dot on there. You want to sight that thing in, hit the range, and that's going to be the only holdup with the PDP.
I've been seeing a lot of videos on the PDP, and the way they designed it, you know, when you take that cover plate off of it to mount a plate on it, like a lot of them's got a post on them, you know, that they're milled and got a post where that sight actually sits. But with the PDP, all you have on that is the 2 screws that put the optic on, or the plate in there.
Mine has little bumps in there that fit, because I've got a Vortex Viper that I took off of it. But when I did review it, I had a Vortex Viper on there, and there was more than just the plate.
I'm talking the plate that goes on your gun, and it not the sight on it, just the plate itself.
Right.
They're saying there's only 2 screws there that holds that. Of course, reciprocating back and forth, you know, in recoil. They wonder how long it's going to take to start shearing those screws off of that. I don't know. I'm just going by everybody I've seen to do a video on it that's had a red dot on it mentioned that.
Well, I took mine off, so I guess I would have to take a look to verify. But when I ran an optic on there, I will say that optic sat really tight and didn't seem to move at all.
Well, they're thinking over time, you know, with the slide going back and forth, the plate that they give you, not that your sight mounts into, the plate itself in there, because it's just mill slot and there's nothing.
Yeah.
Like I guess some of them's got like slots or posts and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't have a gun that's got all that stuff on it, so I'm just going by what I've been hearing about it.
I heard that, and I paid no attention to it a while back because the plate that I have that's specific for the Vortex models, it does fit in with the same two screws that hold the cap down, but it also has, once you get that plate in, it also has the little bumps that hold the optic nice and tight to its position. So I don't know. I mean, that sounds speculation on part of the reviewer, whoever came up with that. It's their speculation. I guess you have to put 1,000 rounds through it and see if anything happened.
Thanks for coming, Fresh Fowler. Appreciate you. I hadn't seen anything on you in a long time. Give you a little shout out there before you hope you didn't take off before I got a chance to do it. But yeah, it's just, I forget who's, there was some reputable channels that I seen do the video on it. I can't remember who they were.
Well, reputable channels speculate too.
Right, I understand that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not just saying that to you, but the people in the chat too, because many people tend to think, well, if this person said it, then that's how it is.
Right.
Period.
Right.
And it's like, you may like that person as a reviewer, and they may be doing their best job, but not every gun in every case is the exact same thing,
Right.
and not everybody's hand is built the same way, and so forth. We can go on. So very seldom is anything that's out there reviewed a one size fits all. Somebody says this is a piece of crap. Perhaps in your eyes it is, but can you possibly come up with a way that somebody else may enjoy that product? And that's where we give reviewers too much credit. People call me out all the time. They say, well, you said this, but you never thought about this. And I'll say, they made a pretty good point. And they're right. I did never think about that. And it's just, that's what makes YouTube what it is. You're dealing with real live human beings, not a script that some clown on TV is reading off a teleprompter.
Right. Well, I know when I had that B6P SARS B6PC, that was a sweet gun. Really, I really liked it. It was a clone, CZ clone, and it was a little after a year, the block broke on it. I mean, broke. You could see it was just a crappy metal is what it was. And I got a hold of him, and he says, well, the 1 year warranty's over with, and there's nothing we can do about it. I said, well, I need a replacement for it. So granted, I got a replacement. I had to pay for it. It cost me $40 plus $20 shipping. So I took it up to the gunsmith there where I was living and had him put it in there and got rid of the gun. Took all the SARS videos down. Going to advertise something that they treat me like that. I mean, if it had been 2 or 3 years down the road, I could understand it, but it was just barely over the year. They could at least sold me the part and give me free shipping. But they charge me shipping too.
Well, so to top it off, okay, so you contacted SAR USA?
Yep.
And, okay, so SAR USA is basically an importer for Sarsilmaz.
Well, Sarsilmaz. EAA had it at that time. It was imported by EAA, which surprised the crap out of me.
Okay, so that was a while back because now SAR's importing their own. So you've got SAR USA importing Sarsilmaz.
Right.
Sarsilmaz is made in Turkey. There's a reason why guns made in Turkey are dirt cheap. Same with the Philippines. Because the labor's cheap.
Right.
It's very inexpensive for them to mill the parts together and assemble them and all that. So I hope you made a video explaining your disappointment.
I've made a video on my dissatisfaction and everything. And after, I don't know, a month or so, I just deleted all of them, took them all off. I don't know if they're still on there. I think I deleted them.
Mm-hmm. Well, you saw the video I made on that Bushnell TRS 25.
that one really shocked me because, they sent me to TR-26 because of the TR-25 being a piece of junk.
Yeah.
That really surprised me that they did that to you.
Well, I make a point never to say that I'm on YouTube. I make a point never to say that a review is going to be made depending on the satisfaction I have after it's returned. Like I make a point never to say anything like that because I want to get a true feel for their customer service. You saw my optic. The glass was popping out of the frame. For the factory to say that's normal when I look and talk to other people who own them, and I did my due diligence. I looked. Is it normal? No, not even close.
Well, that's the way mine was, but mine actually, and I put like 2 or 3 batteries in it, and it still kept shutting off. And I didn't contact Bushnell. They contacted me because evidently they got wind of my video, my little old channel. He called me, asked me about it, or emailed me and asked me to call them. So obviously he didn't have a phone number, but I told him what I was doing. He said, send it in to us. I said, well, I did. And they told me that that's the way it is. He said, well, I'll tell you what, I'll send you the TR-26. I said, you want me to send this one back to you? He said, no, just keep it. Well, it's in the box in the closet.
Well, what's funny is when I put that TRS-25 on a real nice firearm. It was a CMMG Banshee.
Right.
So here I've got a $1,300 firearm with a $40 optic. But I wanted something cheap and fast that I could sight in because I wanted to do the review. And I didn't have one laying around at the time. And right around then, you got the TRS-25 and you told me, hey, this is a good deal. You can get it here. And so I did that. And then, I think you were with me when I did that CMMG review. You said, let me take a look at that because I noticed something on mine. I didn't even notice. And you said, yep, yours is the same way. And because you were going to shoot yours.
Yeah, I bought it to put it on that Ruger PC carbine.
Yeah.
That's what I had it on.
No, but you were actually going to shoot the optic because you had a different problem than mine.
Do a video on it.
Yeah, you had a different problem than what I had.
Well, I had the glass popping out plus it shutting off.
Yeah, right. So you had 2 issues going on. I just had the glass popping out, but my glass was popping out more than yours. So if you look at it, you can see the side of the lens coming out of the frame.
Right.
And if I drop that thing at the right angle, I know the impact's going to push that lens right out. What's that?
Yeah. I even tried to push mine in, with my thumb to see if I could square it up or something. But
yeah, I still have mine right over here. Yeah. I still have it, but I'm not. There's no way that thing's going on a firearm. I'll throw it in.
No, you know what I'll end up doing? On a 22. I might put it on a 22 or something like that. But for anything with any recoil on it, it ain't going to. I don't even know if it'll hold up under a 22 with the dot staying on.
Yeah, but with your dot, you may as well just throw it away because if the dot's not working, like at least my dot works, but I don't trust the lens. So what I'll end up doing is if I'm trying to make a trade deal with somebody, I'll throw it in. I'll throw in a Bushnell TRS 2025 and hopefully make the deal. Something like that.
Gun loving grandpa loves his Canic. Canics are some nice guns.
Especially a lot of people love
FXX.
Hey Trees, why don't you give me a little bit? I have to hit the can here.
Okay, well we're going to shut her down here pretty quick anyway. It's
all right. I'll wait it out. Yeah.
No, go ahead if you want to go, buddy. Go ahead.
All right.
Who knows? Harley might jump in here. Okay, let's just go through see if anybody in here that I didn't give a shout out to. Awesome. Thanks. I've got one in layaway. Is that the SRO? Yeah. I just cannot pull myself to together to spend that kind of money. They are some sweet guns, though. Yeah, wielded and well armed. I missed that. Laughing Hyena Kamala Harris isn't a big improvement. That's for blame sure. It said that girl is a screwball. I put up something on Instagram on her today. See if I can find it. I'll read it to you. I know I deleted it. Okay, where's Instagram at? Come on, where you at here? Too much. Yep, that ain't it. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, there you go. My daughter is taking part in a social experiment. She has to wear a Kamala 2024 t-shirt for 2 weeks to see how people react. So far, she's been spit on, punched, and had garbage thrown at her. I'm curious to see what happens when she leaves the house. I thought that was cute. Okay.
That's interesting. Instagram is very popular. And one thing I've noticed is that, well, like, for example, to go to SHOT Show, you have to apply at least the first time and get approved. Like, somebody actually vets you to make sure that you're an actual part of the media. And it wasn't until what probably 10 years ago where they even started recognizing video producers. Prior to that, it was basically print and I guess other areas of the media that I'm not aware of, perhaps radio shows that focus on guns and ammo. And then they started recognizing, they said they saw the growth of YouTube and said we need to, so then they started allowing video producers in. But Instagram all of a sudden became approved people for SHOT Show. And I don't have a problem with that. The only part I have a problem with is that you can't tell me that putting a picture up equates to making a video.
Right.
To put a picture up, I don't care what photography skills you have, to put a picture up and to just throw the picture up and get 1,000 hits on it is not the same as actually having a firearm, talking, shooting, disassembling. All this stuff is like, there's very little you're going to learn about a firearm looking at a picture. Right. And so when I see these people who are Instagram famous or whatever, I'm not jealous. I could care less. But the only part that bothers me a little bit is that they're taking pictures. Now, some people are making videos on Instagram and that's their platform and that's great. But they're just basically taking pictures. There's nothing to be really learned or much gained from it if you really want to know about the gun. If you want a picture, you can go, check the internet. Pictures are all over the place. And to top it off, a lot of people pull pictures from the internet and post them on their site. And they're getting thousands and thousands of hits. So I'm waiting eventually for somebody to say, and you know what, I have an Instagram page. It's not a very good one, but I do post pictures. But so much more energy goes into making videos that
Lord,
yeah, it's like not even in the same ballpark, but yet it seems like Instagrammers, and I'm not saying they don't work at their craft, they do, but literally you and I could take 20 pictures and put them up for the time it takes one video, a half a video.
I don't put a lot of gun pictures up or reloading stuff. Most of mine's just character type stuff that
Yeah,
I
you
just
do.
put them up, so it's not, mine ain't geared around firearms or anything like that. It's just more or less a fun type thing.
Right. Yeah, yours are funny.
Stalker Steve, I had a CZP-07 given to me. I love that gun and would spend the money on it. Nice firearm. That's what I'm carrying today. My new carry gun for anything other than work. Where'd you go here?
I had the P07 duty, and the P07. I actually had two P07 duties, but the one, there were a couple things that I didn't care for that much about the duty, and then CZ came out with the P07, and they dropped the duty part, and then they made all those changes, and they made it like yours is just a P07. It's not the duty.
Right.
And I can't remember all of them, but there were like 5 different things that they made better with just the CZP-07.
You got one of the good ones, Jerry. He's had his TRS 25 for 7+ years. Now have it mounted on a 12-gauge tactical shot. Had no problems with it. Well, maybe the older ones didn't have, but it was last year when I bought mine. It's just probably a quality control thing.
Well, the older ones, I'm told that Bushnell used to make them in-house, and then they decided to save a lot of money, which does explain the price drop, because those used to go for $125, sometimes 140 and 150. I think I got mine for like $55, maybe a little more, and you did too, if I recall.
I don't remember what I paid for it, but it wasn't. It was under $100.
Right. Yeah, maybe 60 or 70, but that's half of what they used to sell for at a particular time. So they were very well respected. That's why I was so bummed out that you had your issue, then I had my issue, and then to send it in and then to get information back stating that this is normal. I have a lot of optics, and I've never seen anything close to that as being normal.
Right. Well, I did a video that they took care of me, so I did a positive review on the TRS 26 that they sent me, and I guess they was happy with it because I sent them a link to it saying that they took care of me. So,
did you take down the original video?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, good.
I don't know if it did or not.
I'm still waiting. One thing I do respect with many manufacturers, if you do a video that's not glorifying, some will reach out. Bushnell never reached out to me, which is fine. I didn't expect them to. But I've never been asked to take down the original video. And I'm still waiting for that day to say, hey, we'll send you a better one, but would you take down the video? And I've never been asked to do that. That's why I asked if.
Well, they didn't ask me to take it down. I don't remember. Man, that was a year ago, Dan. I have a hard time remembering what happened the day before yesterday.
Right.
I'm getting old, man.
I'm reaching a point I forgot what I had for breakfast.
Yeah, no kidding. I ain't gonna go back. I'll have to look for it. It's way back there. It's probably 200 videos back or something.
Yeah.
Have you ever got into that? Oh crap! What was the name of it? Tools and Targets was talking about it on his chat last night. It's a site that you can go in and type any YouTuber on, and it gives all their specs, how many videos they got, how many subscribers, their estimated income, and all that stuff.
Yeah, I've seen it.
I can't think of the name of it, but I went in, typed my name in, and pretty much everything's what my analytics say.
Oh, really? Because mine's way off.
Yeah, I just went into mine, look at mine, just see what it seemed like. I mean, I didn't compare it word for word or number to number, but it looked like it's fairly close. Which don't have to be a whole lot for mine.
It says that I'm making $95,000 on mine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, come on. I wish
that, right?
Like, at least the last time I checked. And when I first learned about that site, I went in and it had me at like $120,000. And then what was weird was it said yesterday's income, it said like 35. And so I'm like, if I'm making $125,000 and yesterday was 35, where's the rest of the money coming? Am I putting out a video that's making like these thousands of dollars? It doesn't work that way.
Right.
So I looked at it and I looked at it again, and then it dropped my income to 95,000, but it's not even anywhere close to that.
Right. He typed in Demolition Ranch, and according to what that site had, he makes over $1 million on, which that's highly possible because he got 10,000 subs or 100,000, 10 million subs or something like that.
Yeah, I believe that is.
Oh, it could very well be for him as popular as he is,
Right.
Oh, Harley's late to the party. Yeah, I see that, Harley. You still jump in here for a few minutes if you want to. We can run it a little while if you want to. We've been an hour and 20 minutes. If you want to just jump in, let me
come on in, Harley.
Copy this link here. There you go. For anybody else that wants to just jump in for a few minutes, say hi. You're more than welcome. Ron's Beer Reviews and Tools. I don't remember seeing that name, but I appreciate you stopping by. Best Smith & Wesson Model 59 9mm auto. I know it's an old gun now, but one time I almost had the chance to buy the 39. Wish I had it now. Northeast PA Gun Talk. Good to see ya. Demo Ranch, poor little rich boy. Have a good one, Lisa. Thank you for coming by, hon. And boy, there we go. We have Rider's Range. Have a good one, Lisa. Thank you for coming by, hon. And boy, there we go. We have Rider's Range. Have a good one, Lisa. Thank you for coming by, hon. Mute your. There we go. We have
just keeps on repeating.
Lisa, thank you for coming by, hon. Mute your. There we go.
Just keeps on repeating.
There you go. Whoop. Mute your. There you go. You with us, Harley? Can you hear me?
Looks like I need headphones.
We can hear you. Finger went up.
This is neat. You know what? I like the way StreamYard does this, because back when we did the Google Hangouts, it was a little bit different. And this shows basically now it's in thirds, but it's a nice clear picture. And
you can change it different ways here.
Oh, that's neat. Hey, Harley.
How you doing, Harley?
I'm still trying to get used to this. I don't know if I'm getting the feedback here.
We can hear you. If you can hear us, we don't hear the feedback out this way.
Yep, I got you.
How you been?
Good. And apparently there's a delay in all of this, right?
Yeah, there's a little bit delay from if you're watching the chat on Don's channel. There's about a 5-second delay from what I can tell. We're
outdoors.
We were talking about you earlier, Harley.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to get out of this repetitive delay here.
I got my two range buddies with me right now.
There you go.
How about that?
Well,
I've got Harley where I see it at Harley or Riders Range, and I've got trees a blowing that I see up north. What a treat for me right now.
Let me go out here to side chat right quick, Dan. We got a couple guys jumped in here, reloading from the hot pot. Scott Hillbilly Morgan, Jesse B. Outdoors. Welcome, guys. Glad you come in. Coming a little late. We ain't gonna be here much longer. Strictly plinking. California dude.
All right, I think I got it figured out now. A little slow in the
Got
uptake.
her? That's all right.
Harley, I was just saying that I got my two range buddies here.
Well, it's always good to see you guys. It's always good to be together here. Sorry, I just walked out the door to run errands when you sent me the text earlier, Don.
That's all right. No problem. I know I told you last time, the next time I had one, I'd send you a text. And I was sitting here, and of course, like I was telling Dan, it's been raining here all day. And I said, well, I got to find something to do because I can't go out back. It's too wet to go out back and do any shooting right now.
You know, Don, I like it that you moved up north. You know, Harley, Don used to live closer to where we are, but he moved up north, which puts him about 20 minutes from where I am up north. So I'm glad you moved up north for two reasons. One, I actually see you more when I go up there, which I will be going up there shortly, by the way. So expect a call or text from me. But another reason why I'm happy that you moved up north is because I don't want you to meet me at Riders Range. Because any bit of competence that you feel disappears within the first 5 minutes.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I've seen Harley shoot. Yeah.
You're selling yourself short, Dan.
No, but I will say this. I learn a lot from Harley, and he's so inviting when I get something new or I have a place I need to go or whatever the case. He says the door is always open, and I certainly appreciate that. And it's helped me, and some of the information has helped me. And to top it off, he's got some real fine firearms. So, you know, I got the best of both worlds here. I got my two range buddies, and we're having a little chat, which is nice because typically I see one or the other.
Yeah, all Michiganders here.
Yeah.
I actually know where Harley's at. Well, I don't know where he lives at, but I know the area where he's at because when I lived in South Lyon, you know where that's at, Harley. So, you know, I wasn't very far from you.
Yeah, still got to figure out all this good chat stuff. I want to thank Ben for just subscribing to me. That was kind of cool. I'd been on this for 3 minutes and already get a new sub.
He's from the UK. Jesse B. What you got to say, Jess? Miss you.
Jesse's down there in Ohio.
His Ohio guys need to get together and shoot with the Michigan guys. That'd be fun.
Hey,
You know, Jesse seems to have a nice setup.
Yeah, he's got a nice place out there where he's at.
Mm-hmm.
Almost went down to Ohio today. There was a staccato event down at a range just north of Columbus, but decided not to go.
Mm.
There you go, Dan, for you.
Oh, thank you, sir. I certainly appreciate that.
Yeah, this nice thing about StreamYard, it lets you do, and this is the first time I've ever done this, but it lets you actually pick out comments and put it on the screen for everybody to see.
That's cool.
Yeah, I like this platform. It seems it's real inviting, and plus, all you have to do is click a link. You don't have to jump through any hoops to join a chat.
Well, normally I would, you know, back in the other time when I had I always emailed everybody the link, and I could do that with this too because, as you know, Dan, Harley, you wasn't with our chats back then. The only thing I ask two things. Anybody that joins my chat, I know both of you guys, and that's two words: the GD word and the F word. I like to try to keep those off my channel if I can. But other than that, and you know, I've always told everybody, Dan, you know that for a fact. When I invited them on, I just ask for that respect. Not that it bothers me, but back then, I had to call your gun girls, and I've got your mother-in-law that watches my videos, and I just don't, they hear it and they know what it is, but I just try to have everything refrained from those two words on my channel.
Well, I think all of us try to run, we run family-friendly channels. And there's really nothing that I can tell to be gained by using foul language in a video, or for me, even in my personal life. I very seldom, you won't hear me talk trashy like that. And being around you guys, you're the same way. So when you see back when all this started, and a lot of people do, but it used to be so prevalent where if you were going to watch a gun video, you had to keep the speakers down or off if your kids were around. And I thought to myself, I never wanted to create content where somebody had to turn their speakers off if kids were around. I think that is disrespectful to yourself if you can't express an idea that is creative enough not to use foul language.
Well, it's like when we had our chats before, once in a while, we'd get into some discussions, and accidents do happen. I mean, that's just a given. When you get a bunch of guys talking BSing and all this stuff, sometimes the word slips out. But, that's not a big deal, but it's just ongoing using it.
Yeah, I try to keep a clean channel. I've had a couple of commenters use some words that are not certainly not G-rated, maybe not PG-rated, and I'll delete those comments. I try to run a family channel, and I think we all are, and we try to keep it that way.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know when we was having our chats, if Dan's out there and Amanda happens to come up, watch a little bit of it, you got all this F-bombs flying everywhere. So,
yeah.
See you later, Keith. Thanks for coming in, buddy. Appreciate it. AR Guns 1776. Glad to have you.
So the only way.
Good to see some reloaders on there.
Reloading from the hot pot. He does some good stuff over there. Go ahead,
so Don, do you see who enters the chat, or do they have to comment for you to understand who's there?
Your picture will come right down here at the bottom down here.
Okay, so you can see everybody in the chat.
Well, I see the ones that's talking over here, but me, you, and Harley's, your pictures are down here in the lower left-hand corner.
Right.
And if somebody comes in and I see it, then I can click on it to approve them to come in.
Right, but you only know they're there if they leave a comment in the chat. That's the only way you know they're there. Is that correct, or do you know?
Right,
okay.
Unless they're wanting to come into the chat, and then their picture will show up down here in the lower corner.
Okay, then you either accept or deny at that point.
Right.
Gotcha. Yeah, StreamYard does a nice job with these.
I like it, and like I said, you can buy there's two different packages free. You got the free package, which is what I use, and then you got a couple other packages that add little bitty things where you can add like banners, and this is what I need. This is all I need.
Mm-hmm. I like free.
And right now it's free.
Yes.
Free, so it does what I want it to do.
Yeah, good.
A question for you guys, and again, I haven't seen this on either of your channels yet. Maybe Dan, if you had it up, I missed it. But Bull Armory SAS2 Viper. Mm-hmm. Any thoughts? Maybe anybody even watching this can chat in on that. I've just been trying to learn a little bit more about it. It actually looks like an interesting firearm.
Is it a pistol?
Yeah, I'm thinking it might even be competitive at a better price point than the Staccato C2.
Go over to Pop's Quest, Quest. I believe he shoots one.
I'll have to look at him. Wheeled and Well Armed just put up another one. He's done several of them on that particular platform today, and it just it almost, like I say, it looks like it's maybe a better value than the Staccato C2. I'd hate to say that because I love my Staccatos.
The Bull, I remember somebody saying something about one of them. I can't remember if it's Pop's Quest or What's his name?
Well, I see Wheeled and Well Armed just chimed in here, and in fact, it was his video this morning that got me to go back and research a whole bunch of his because he shoots it quite well.
I was in touch with the marketing rep from Bull Ltd, I think is what they are. And right when that model was released, it hit big news. Like it was all over the place, and then it died out quick. And I think that's pretty common with guns that are very expensive. But I tried to get a hold of one, and of course it never worked. But the guy said check back in a year, and it was about a year ago. So that you just gave me an idea to try to, because I'd like to get one and check it out. And I don't know, it'd be interesting. The one that became very popular was the like the subcompact 1911 that it seems to have, doesn't it have like a star-like muzzle end of the barrel?
Yeah.
It's kind of star, and it locks up a little differently. So yeah, that's something I wouldn't mind checking out.
Yeah, the SAS-2 Viper that Wheeled and Well Armed showed this morning, and he's had that again in several videos. I think he's had the gun for a little more than a year now. Double stack, short barrel. It's got, like you said, that it's almost like a multi-point star bushing or something on it. Comes with a what is it? A Shield RMSC optic on it. The whole thing for under $1,900 for a double stack compact gun. Looks pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I sent a text to my local gun shop today because they do handle bull armory, just to see if they can if they can get that particular one, and we'll see where it goes. I'd hate to think that it would be as good as a Staccato for less money.
I don't know the brand. That I know Pop's Quest had a bull, and what's the guy's name that I want to say the Honest Marksman? That ain't. What's his? Do you know his name, Dan? Right off.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
Humble Marksman.
Humble Marksman. I think he's done reviews on them too.
Hey, Trees, did you catch what Harley just said? He said the MSRP with that is like $1,900, and he said it could be just as good for a whole lot less money.
Oh yeah.
As much as I love my Staccatos, if I can get the same kind of performance for less money, I'm interested. And the reviews I've seen, the triggers coming in under 3 pounds could be interesting.
Yeah. I made a video yesterday with 3 Magnum Research 1911s, and all 3 of those are made in the Bull factory.
Yeah, that's is that Israeli, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Actually, the Baby Desert Eagle 3 models are made in the Bull factory. So, not that means anything about the one that you discussed. I can't remember the name of it right now, but I can attest that firearms coming out of that factory are pretty well made.
Well, I got to see if I can get a hold of one. That the one that I saw on the internet this morning on Wheeled's channel is not showing up on Bull's website, but I've seen it on a couple other FFL websites, and I may have to see if I can get my hands on one. If I do, Dan, I'll let you know. We can come up and you and I can both shoot the Texas Star again. Hey, by the way, five shots, 5 plates on the Texas Star. I got to give it to you.
Harley, don't even go there.
Hey, I haven't done 5 shots at 5 plates in that thing in a long time.
So I outshot you then?
Well, that day you did. You definitely did. Of course, I don't.
Yeah, you know how I outshot you, Harley? You shot yours at 50 yards.
Yeah, I didn't get that last plate until after you left, so it probably took me 30 rounds to get that last plate off there at 50 yards.
It would have taken me 30 rounds to get that first plate that you got in the first shot.
Anyway, that was a great short getting the 5 for 5 there. I liked it.
Yeah, thanks for I was just telling Don we were talking about that early on in the chat, and it was really interesting how that worked out, because if you recall, I was all packed up and ready to leave, and I took one glance and saw the Texas Star, which I've always wanted to try, and so you said, yeah, let's go shoot it, and then we went back there, And it was literally the last 5 rounds. And Don, I handed Harley my phone and said, just record this. Maybe the squirrel will get a nut. And I ended up hitting all 5. And I was like, I hit that last one. I was like, are you serious? Because prior to that, it took me 8 or 9 rounds to clear all 5. And I really enjoyed. Don and I were talking about that earlier. Like, I really enjoyed that. That was neat.
That's a fun star. Like I say, they make a couple of bigger ones that are more challenging, but my backstop just won't handle anything taller than that. But it's fun to play with. You need one of those on your range, Don.
We talked about that too.
But I had to win the lottery before I went buy something like that.
That's only I want to say I paid like $500 for that or something.
Oh,
that's why I said I had to win the lottery for something.
Yeah, let's just out of curiosity.
Do you remember where you got that, Harley?
Challenge Targets down in they're actually out of Cincinnati, I think.
Challenge Targets. I've got a friend who reps a target company, and it's CT something. It's CTS Challenge. It might be Challenge. Because I'm just going to look that up. You guys give me a minute here.
Yeah, I just pulled up Challenge website. It's $575 on there right now. You can get it on sale often for under $500.
Yeah, they got the double one with the 3 for $9.95.
Oh, that the Propeller Texas Star.
Yeah,
my wife tried to talk me into getting one, but my backstop's not high enough. If I had to shoot at one of the top plates, I'd be shooting over the backstop, and so as much fun as it would be, I can't do it on my range.
Yeah, that would be the same thing. I'm back out here because I'm almost right at the property line back there, so I don't make sure I lob anything over that. And that's why I've got my targets so low to the ground, because a lot of times the cows will come back in that area and graze and stuff. I hate to shoot Black Angus and have to pay for that sucker.
I'm looking at the one right now for $595. That looks a little smaller than yours, Harley.
No, the one on the Challenge Targets website, the portable Texas Star.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
That's what I got.
Oh,
yeah, and I just got plates. Yeah, I just got a set of rimfire plates for that one too.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
Because that one is those plates are 6-inch, right?
This one is showing square plates.
Yeah, it's got you can get it for square, and you can also get them with the round plates. I think the square plates cost about $20 extra or something.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, again, I get emails from them periodically. They come up with good sales. I want to say that I paid under $500 delivered for that one when I got it, a year or two ago.
Don, I'll split it with you.
And we'll talk about it later.
Or you just have to come on down here and shoot it sometime, Don.
There you go. I must have brain fart when it comes to those 8-inch steel targets. I have one whale of a time hitting them, but I can put a cardboard, one of the IDPA targets out there with 8-inch center, hit it dang near every time. But it comes to steel, it's like Mario Mosen, Walter Miner. Let's see you guys. What the heck is that? It's raining again. It started at 6:30 this morning, lightning, thundering, raising all kinds of heck.
We're dodging the bullet down here. Right now, all of it's going north of it until probably late this evening. So that means you're getting all of it.
Yeah, it's been raining here off and on all day. We can use the rain though.
I like that because the lake. I'm about 20 minutes from where Don is, but the lake drops so much, and I have my boat up on a hoist, and so as the lake drops, I have to get in the water and push the boat off the hoist, and a lot of good rain can solve. All I need is a half inch to make a world of difference. So when I hear it's raining up where Don's at, there's no arguments from me.
Yeah, Go ahead, Harley.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, humid enough down here. I cut half the lawn yesterday. I'm staying inside today, and I got a couple of videos to finish anyway. So I'm not going out until it chills off a little bit.
I mowed mine yesterday because they was calling for this rain today and possibly tomorrow. I said, you know what? I'm going to get this thing mowed where I don't have to worry about it. I got up this morning thinking about going over to the pit. I said, nah, I ain't going in that mud hole today.
Yeah, that would be ugly.
Oh, yeah.
What a great place that is for some distance shooting, for like we stretched out once to close to 300 yards. And
Wow.
I think that's about all we're going to get done unless we physically climb that hill and sink a target up there.
Yeah, we could probably get, what did we get? 280?
We got 285 according to your sight finder.
We could probably go up around that road and get the other 15, 20 yards if we just had to, but
yeah.
I see Mario is saying that it's 100 degrees in Central California. Is that from just all the hot air that's around Southern California area, or what?
That's for Mario.
Yeah, it's so if it's 100
be.
degrees, it's got to be from all that hot air that's coming out of Southern California blowing his way.
Daniel, guys, my judge joined.
I think that's sarcasm that Harley's got going on. That's sarcasm, okay? Don't take that seriously.
That's only for the actually, if he's central, he might be near Sacramento, so therefore it's all the hot air from the California politicians.
There's no argument here.
That's why it's always hotter around Lansing here too.
Yeah, good point.
There you go, Dan. Mario looks mad, bro. Calm down, smile.
Come on, Mario. I've been smiling the whole time.
He's quite a character. He's always laughing, carrying on. Daniel got his my judge.
I used to get that a lot. Like my regular rest face where you're just kind of hanging out, you might be waiting. People would be like, what are you so mad at? I'm like, why are you saying that? And then once I looked at myself in the mirror, I'm like, man, I look mad. Just sitting like this. It's like, gosh, I don't even like the way I look.
Yeah, apparently he's from Bakersfield, Kern County. My in-laws were out in Lake Isabella, which isn't too far from that. And my daughter was actually stationed out at Edwards for a while. So we spent quite a bit of time out there. And yeah, it does get a little warm.
Yeah, my wife's got a friend. She lives out Arizona, southeast of Tucson. She's been wanting us to come down there and move down there. It's not bad. I said, I am not coming down there. It's too hot, especially in the summertime. It only gets about 115. It don't feel hot. 115 degrees is hot. I don't care what it is. Put your oven on 115 degrees and stick your head in there and tell me it ain't hot.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's dry or not. 115 is hot.
Now, I went out to Phoenix when my daughter transferred schools out to Arizona, and we were standing in the rental car line, and she suggested I should get a convertible. So we picked up a convertible, put the top down. We didn't make it outside of Phoenix where we had to put the top up and turn the air on.
Burn it up, huh?
Yeah. Then we got up to Prescott where she was going to school, and it was 20 degrees cooler. It was actually nice.
Isn't Prescott nice?
Oh, yeah. We had a place out there. We just sold it here a couple of years ago, bought it when she was going to school. And so we made it out there a couple times a year. And I like it.
Yeah.
Nice town.
That's a place. I was there once a while back. We eventually made our way to Paulden, where Gunsight Academy is. And I was like, I could live here. This is, I was there for 3 or 4 days and nights and everything. And I said, this is like really nice. And it was an event I was at for Gunsight Academy and everything, but it was a lot of fun. And of course, we went out to eat every day and everything else, and it was just a real nice place to be.
Yeah, the whole area has grown a lot, but Prescott's pretty neat. And then it's a short drive to Sedona if you like the commercial artsy stuff. Jerome is not too far away, and that's kind of a hippie artsy type place that's just kind of cool to go visit.
Yeah.
It's a nice area.
Yeah. Yeah. I walked away really impressed with the area. Plus Ruger's there.
The what?
Ruger.
Oh yeah, they're right at up by the airport, North End, Prescott.
Okay. And so is that gun that big gun David not Davidson's. Is it Davidson's? No. Oh, I can't think of it now. They I've got the hat around here somewhere. I'll think of it.
There's a comment for you, Dan.
Oh, I just got out of it. Let's see. A new videos coming up. By the way, thank you for making your videos short, sweet, to the point. Well, thank you, Mario. Actually, yeah, prior to this chat, I was just setting up. I'm going to do a comparison with the Shadow 2 and the 92X Performance. And I actually did the range footage at Riders Range. And so I was finally putting that to work. That type of video, I literally have to gear myself up to do because it's going to be a lot of work. It's not like comparing a Glock and an M&P. Trees over here and I were talking about this earlier in the chat. So there's a lot to compare. And so I appreciate you saying short and to the point, but I envision this one being about 12 minutes long just because I don't think I'll be able to get the information across in a short time. But I do plan to put that one up we'll hopefully have it complete today, and then editing will be its own task. But yeah, last weekend I was out at Harley's place and did the range footage, and I think we're good to go with actually doing the comparison now.
Well, it's a 12-minute video for you, Dan. That's a double feature.
Yeah. I've got a couple out there that are a little bit longer.
I think the one you put up this morning was about 8 minutes, though, wasn't it? On the three
Desert Eagle.
Yeah, Desert Eagles.
Yeah, I believe that's right around 5 minutes.
I thought it was a little longer than that, but yeah, and I agree with Mario's comment that you have a knack of getting all of the important information out in an understandable way in 6 minutes. I can't do that, so I really gotta admire your ability to convey that.
Well, I appreciate that. It took a long time to get to that point. I think I shared with you last time. I used to intentionally rush things, and my goal all along was to get the most in the shortest amount of time, just because it would keep the viewer engaged. And what I learned, though, was you actually sound rushed, and you sound like you're trying to be in and out, boom, boom, boom. And so I literally had to slow down to get there.
Boomstick 779, how you doing? Daniel, God is my judge. I don't know if I have called you out or not. Ben Freedom.
A lot of familiar names showing up in the comments there.
Yeah, Bim, he's a fellow Michigander. He was up here, I don't know, a month or so ago, shooting with me up here.
I think what do you say? He's just around the Flint area of the state.
He's over around, kind of northeast of Pontiac, somewhere over in that area. Not sure for definite, but somewhere over in that general area.
Clarkston?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Waterford.
Right in that area.
Yep. Yeah, there's Waterford. That used to be a raceway over there. That I don't know, for sports cars and whatever, and Waterford Speedway or something. I don't know if it still is or not.
So how about you, Don? What do you have coming up? We can look forward to.
Nothing.
All right, then. How about you, Harley?
Oh man, I got about 6 of them, and then I'm in various stages of editing here. I got to finish up the GX4. I was going to do a short on that, and then do the comparison review. I've got a Winchester Wildcat that I hope is going to be accepted for monetization, so it goes up tomorrow. Short story on that one. Let's see, I've got a Cricket coming up, and if you've ever seen the single shot short pull Cricket, and the person I borrowed it from put like a 3-to-9 scope on it on a Cricket. Go figure.
Oh, wow.
It is.
And I got 3. I'm doing a side by side with 3 different single action 22s. Single 6, a Heritage, and a Ruger Wildcat. What else have I got? Oh, I think I got a Beretta 96 so that I've in the process of editing. And then a list of about as long as my arm of ones I still want to shoot.
I'm one of these kind of guys when it does video, just get up and go do something. I don't plan anything out. You know that, Dan. So
Yeah, I do know that.
I do is dumb, you know.
I'm going to try. Dan got me hooked on the idea of shorts. I haven't done one yet, but I'm going to try one on. I've been thinking of what to do with a British Bulldog that I've got. I can't shoot it because I don't have any Webley ammunition for it, but I figured that might be a good one for a short to try out. It should be interesting to see how that works out.
I put up 2 shorts this morning.
Saw one already.
One of the things I will inform you, Harley, is that the short that I thought would do fairly well view-wise because it's so short, and that the amount of time wasted if somebody doesn't like it is minimal. So there's not much to invest into a video, right? As a viewer, the views are actually a lot fewer than a regular video. And I'm told that over time, it'll get into the rotation that Google uses, and people will, it drives more people to the channel. And there are cases out there where people have like 500,000 views and 1 million views, and they're all from the shorts. And anybody who's a gun guy may come across a short who didn't know that you, me, or Don even exists. And so it's a good way to introduce yourself to a crowd who is not aware of you. But I will tell you, don't expect a great performance. At least I didn't. I did not get a good performance at all from my short, but I think right around now it's about maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 days old, I guess. But they say be patient and wait, because eventually they may take off.
Yeah, well, poor performance for you is outstanding performance on my channel. But then again, yeah, the difference between 230,000 subs and did that just unmute?
No, that one we heard something.
It's me. I'm trying to mute it. Anyway, Harley, I'm gonna hold us up. Find it here. You can go into shorts and you can watch some video. This is how I found Dan's on Texas Star this morning, because I didn't get contacted that he got it. So you can just go in that corner and hit shorts and kind of look through some of them too if you don't get notified. Like Dan, he said his wasn't out, and I didn't get notified that he had that out. I just kept scrolling down there, and there he was this morning.
Well, I'll give a couple a try and see how it works out. I've got a tripod mount for my iPhone, so we'll have to see.
Well, some of my shorts I've gotten some of them's 3, some 700, and one of them's 800. And for me to get that kind of views on any video, I don't get them on a regular video. So it's just, at least it feels nice. I got 800. I can say I got 800 views on something.
Yeah. I don't think I commented on yours this morning too, if I remember right.
Yeah, I think you did on the holster.
Yep.
Yeah, I did an unboxing on it, but I've got the holster on, and I'm not gonna do the review on it until I wear it for a while, just to make sure that get it off of here.
Yeah, it's the other thing. I got 2 holsters to review, but again, I don't have enough time actually wearing them to be able to do an intelligent review. I feel kind of bad because I've had these things for one of them for about 3 months or so, and just haven't had enough time using it yet.
Yeah,
I really hate to review something, and I can't give it an honest review if I haven't spent some time with it.
right. And we the people holster.
You aren't carrying that appendix,
my
are you?
CZP-07. Huh?
You aren't carrying that appendix, are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just can't get into appendix.
I carried my shield, and I'm still going to use my shield for work, and because it's smaller and easier to conceal. Where this is going to be my after work or everyday type carry.
Yeah,
I don't have it right straight in front of me, Harley. You know, pointing at the junk. It's kind of over in the appendix area, over like in the crotch of the leg. I don't carry it right straight down. It's too uncomfortable sitting down with a big belly pushing down something down into the package area.
Yeah, it's I mean, Dan's in shape; he can get away with it. I certainly can't. But the whole idea, even sitting down with it, there's no way to sit down carrying appendix when the gun's not pointed at you somewhere, and it just goes against everything I've ever learned about firearms. Just more power to those who can get it. I'm not one of them.
Well, that's the nice thing about the P07. I don't have the decocker, but I got the hammer down, so it's double. The first shot's going to be double action. And if you accidentally shoot somebody double action, because the trigger's so heavy on double action, you've got to be wanting to pull that trigger. It ain't just going to go off.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could put it on cocked and locked, but I'm with you. I don't want something pointing in a certain spot in my body.
Well, then you would also, I had a bad joke.
Clean joke or good joke?
Had to do with a decocker.
Very appendix.
Enough said.
Works every time. Just carry appendix.
So, Ryder, just so you know, when you put thanks, Ben, for the gentleman who subscribed to you, that private chat is just for us. So
yep. I see that now, and I'm learning it. I didn't look at the top for the private versus comments, so
yeah.
Hey, I'm a rookie here.
Hey, we're all learning. Yeah.
Heck, I didn't even know we had a private chat on this thing. Thanks, Dan. I knew we had it on the YouTube one, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Now I see it over in private chat. Yeah, that's so we can talk to each other if you want to.
Right.
Say something off air. Yeah.
Well, we're always learning. Like Don has like 9 shorts up before I got one up, and so and a couple of his really took off, but it did exactly what I was told after a little bit of time. So we'll see. This I think this is going to be a new direction that is going to have some staying power. I really think that YouTube wants that same TikTok and Instagram Reel platform and then they're having the content already being made. People are doing these shorts all over the place now, and it's only a couple months old. But it's easy, it's short, and it can be done just with your phone. You don't have to set up everything, or you don't have to worry about a video editor as much. And so it's got a lot going for it. What I'm hoping it doesn't do, I don't think it will, is detract from our real videos, the ones that we really work hard on.
Well, hopefully it could lead people to those videos. I plan on doing a short, I hope, on the GX4, and again, if all goes as planned, then that'll drive people to the full review that'll be coming out in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wheel to well arm. It's not going to be a weekly. I used to have a bi-weekly chat, and what did we run it for, Dan? 3 or 4 years, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You and TR. And I just got out of it, and so most of my chats right now is just like today, just nothing to do and wing it. I've thought about doing a bi-weekly chat again, but there's so many, like, you got Uncle Jim tonight. You got Crazy Scotsman tomorrow night. Wednesday night's Big Johnson's. Friday night is on Friday night. I know Rich 1911. Sometimes he'll have one on Saturday nights.
Don, I don't think you're stepping on anybody's toes by running a chat at the same time they're running a chat. Everybody has a different set of subscribers that is going to get the feed.
Yeah, but all the ones that I mentioned are basically we all support each other's channels.
I got you.
Like Scotsman, Big Johnson's Guns of Gear, and Uncle Jim, Rich 1911. We all support each other, so I wouldn't really want to do it. I might take some of their views away, or vice versa. So I don't.
I respect that. It's just when you mention
I
it,
can have one any night. Come up
when you
against
mention
Yankee
it,
Marshall, he has one every night.
Yeah, but the way you mentioned it was like every night out of the week. And if this is something you want to do, then you're going to have to pick a night to do it, and not so much worry about who else. Especially if you do it afterward. They already had, well, not even afterward, but they're going to have their initial people. This is not disrespecting them. It's just if you want to run a chat, then well, I think I made my point.
I might pick it up bi-weekly on Tuesday night or Thursday night, because I don't think any of the guys have anything on Tuesday or Thursday.
You ran a couple of them on a Sunday morning, Don.
I run that one at well, yeah, I did, because the last one I had was when you jumped on with TR with me. That's been 2 months ago.
Yeah.
3 months ago. I just find it just spur of the type minute, like today, and like nothing going on. It's raining. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe we will.
I see right now we've got 7 people in the room. Does that include us?
I think so.
Yeah.
We had 15 or 16 earlier. I think we got up to 20 at one time.
Okay.
But after a while, you're looking, we're at 2 hours and 10 minutes. Very
That's a
seldom.
long time for somebody to stick around.
Yeah.
That's why I always kept my chats, when we had them before, to an hour.
Yeah.
And,
well, you probably would have done it a whole lot sooner if I hadn't jumped in here at the kind of the last minute.
No big deal. Like I said, I ain't doing nothing anyway. Go in there and sit in front of the TV because I can't do nothing else. Still raining.
I am going to have to.
Yeah, we can turn her off anytime you guys want to. It's up to you.
I've got a couple minutes left, and I've got a few things I need to do. My daughter's still healing from her surgery. She's doing okay. She's feeling some pain today, and she's fine. She's learned to be ambidextrous, being that she had both done. So a couple times I logged off. I went to check on her, and so plus I have a couple things I need to do. It's pretty nice. It's nice here, Don. I know it's raining there. It's pretty nice here.
MCK just checked in with us. Yeah, we'll give it some thought about having it again. Maybe we'll do a bi-weekly chat for a while. We'll see how it catches on. Maybe a Tuesday or Thursday night. Only thing about it, I had to do it out here in the garage. In the summertime, it's pretty blame hot in here. Of course, in the wintertime, Well, it's back in the wintertime when we did it. When I had you on here, Harley, and it got cold out here after a while. So,
Do you not get the connection you need in the house?
yeah, but I don't want to disturb the wife because my man cave is right next to the wall where her TV's at. She hear if I get my TV up too loud, I hear about it. This way, keep Mama quiet. Happy wife, happy life. You know,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
if we all know that. Yeah. Well, all right, guys, we're gonna get ready and we'll close this thing out. Then it's 209. What 210? So just go ahead and say what you want to say and let us know what you got coming up. If you want to mention it, invite everybody over to your channel, whatever you want to do. Dan, we'll go ahead and let you go first.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you hosting this. It's always good to see you and Harley, especially on the same platform. I usually see you guys separately, so this was a treat for me. I already mentioned that I'm going to be working. That's part of my to do things today is on the 92X Performance and the CZ Shadow 2. And I'm gearing myself up for it. I've got the range footage that I did last week at Riders Range. Had a lot of fun. And I'm hoping to, if everything works out well, to potentially run that live tomorrow. So that's going to be what I'm focusing on. So I appreciate it. Thanks for inviting me on. Thanks for inviting Harley on, and enjoyed it.
Harley?
Hey, thanks. Like I say, sorry I joined the party late. You caught me just as I was out filling up a whole bunch of 5-gallon cans for the mower again. I'm cutting the grass every 5 days down here these lately. And I'm not going outside the rest of the day. I'm going downstairs and playing with videos and trying to get at least one up by tomorrow. So hey, thanks for the invite, and good to see a lot of names in the comments, channels that I follow, and it's cool to see these people here.
Oh, yeah, it's always good to have your people coming in. And maybe one of these days, you and Dan can meet up halfway there. You guys should ride up here together for a day or something.
Yeah, it's just a matter of finding the time to get out of town.
I understand that.
Or you have to come down here and play with the Texas Star.
Well, you know, I haven't been. I went to Saginaw last week to the dermatologist. That's the furthest south I've been since we've been living up here 2 years now. Memorial week or Labor Day weekend, I guess we're going to go down to her sister's and my daughter's. So I don't want to, but I got an appointment the Tuesday morning after Labor Day with my rheumatologist in Brighton. So I got to come down there because I've been doing these video things with the doctor, and insurance is wanting me to see him in person. So I've got to do that. But anyway, thanks everybody in the side chat. I appreciate it. Of course, Harley and Dan, really appreciate you guys jumping in here. It makes a lot better chat when you have people in here with you. So with that,
So, hang on, Don. Once you log off, the three of us can stay on for a minute then.
I think so. I don't know how this works. We'll find out.
Yeah, okay.
We'll find out. So all you guys out in the side chat, we're going to say goodbye, and I'll keep you posted. Maybe when I plan another one, I'll send out a little video ahead of time, give you guys more time to make plans on it. So with that, say goodbye. Of course, God bless America and our armed forces, past and present.